Ohayo, hajimemashite. Malik Torihane. Hello, freaky darlings. How are we today? Marta, hello. Kazo, hello. Oh, hello, everybody. I apologize. I sound a little run down. I'm still very tired from my trip yesterday. But we're just gonna grind through it. We're gonna do some MasakoX thumbnails today. That's really about all we got going on. After I get this done, we will. It's not morning at your continent. It's technically not morning on mine either, but I always just say good morning. But yeah, we're just gonna work on some MasakoX thumbnails for today. I'll figure out the schedule for the upcoming week and make sure that's posted soon. But chat is open. Before we get into everything, if you guys enjoy my work, I say this all the time, you can support me on Ko-fi. You can either get commissions or just freely donate. And if you use the code TACOPAPA at checkout, you get 10% off your commission order. Any order you get 10% off of it. There's also a bonfire shop down there where you can get t-shirts and stuff. T-shirts that were designed by me. And there's going to be new designs and stuff added all the time. And if you don't have money, that's just fine. Just watching the streams and subscribing helps the channel immensely. Try to help me get my watch hours up so we can get the channel monetized. With all that out of the way, I am Malik Torihane. Welcome to the TEMPTacle Lounge. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, and let's get to work. So, let's see. I gotta bring up my my notes. What all do we got first? So we've got Crane School Krillin throwing earth rabbits out of a ring by his tail. And then we've got basically Goldo versus Dabura for the good Ginyu ones. Okay. How am I doing today? I am still very tired from yesterday. It was a very long day yesterday, the trip that I had. Hello, Epic. Last day of school? Oh, are you on winter break now, Marta? Hey, cliffhangers ain't bad. Cliffhangers get people interested for reading the next bit. I would know because everybody is yelling at me about the cliffhanger I left in DBNA. Today we've got one for the what if Raditz had gone to Earth instead of Goku, where Krillin from the Crane School, so Crane School Krillin, actually beats Raditz and throws him out of the ring by his tail. And then we've got one for the good Ginyu Force. Oh, Fool's Gold? The one by Dingo Doodles? Hey, Zycon. What's going on? Yeah, I love Fool's Gold. It's a good series. I wanted to like hop on that Kickstarter to get like their Fool's Gold stuff, but I just don't have the money to do that right now. To get like that Tarask mini and stuff, but apparently they made like over $1 million on that Kickstarter, so it's not like, you know, my not getting it didn't made like a substantial difference. How long has it been since I sweared? I swear all the time, I just choose not to on stream. I try to self-censor myself on stream. I actually go out of my way to like self-censor myself on stream, especially since mostly for the fact that I know that I have children who watch the stream. Oh, they're up to almost 2.5 million. Yeah, I want to stay away from swearing on stream because that's a really quick way to get demonetized when I am monetized. Naughty language is not allowed even when you mark that your content isn't for children. Plus, I've been wanting to make it like kind of like almost like a resolution to clean up my language, and like forcing myself to watch my language on stream kind of helps. I've actually found that I started self-censoring myself in real life a lot more since I started doing it. But yeah, I typically cuss like a sailor, but I'd rather not on stream. Like, up until I was, like, about 19 years old, I actually didn't swear all that much at all. Mostly because, like, you know, my father told me that I was never to swear around him. He wouldn't tolerate me using bad language in front of him until he did, and, you know, after, like, he kind of, like, you know, gave up on trying to tell me not to swear, like, I kind of, like, opened the floodgates, and I just started swearing all the time. And he would only get, like, mad about it, like, a few times. But, yeah, ever since then, like, especially, like, recently, since it's, like, when I started streaming, since I know I have kids who watch the stream, I'd like to not swear. Man bun Krillin? No. No, this is, it's that little hat that, like, Chaozu wears. That's what it was. I've been talking this entire time, and I realized my mic was muted, so I apologize. There are 2 streams going on, and it's also a person you're subscribed to you have to choose. Hey, man, I can't make that decision for you. That's a decision you have to come to. I got that sketch done. We're going to move on to this next one and then send both of them to Masako. And we'll go from there. I need to have a render of Goldo. Why can't I make that decision for you? Because it's up to you, man. I can't tell you what you can and can't watch or what you should and shouldn't watch. It's not my place. Hello, Vulcan. How old is Chaozu? That's a good question. I'm pretty sure he was younger than Tien. He was younger than Ten Shinhan. When they first appeared, so I'm pretty sure he's still younger, but, yeah, he's most likely middle-aged. Let me see, let's see. There's got to be something in here. Let's see. Chaozu. He was born in age 738. And apparently died in 779, but let's see. So he was born a year after the destruction of planet Vegeta. Yeah, because Dragon Ball Minus takes place in age 737. So Chaozu was born a year after planet Vegeta was destroyed. That's fine, Marta. You can go watch them if you want. I'm not going to tell you you can't. Yeah, we're doing MasakoX What If thumbnails. Isaac. I've said it before, I am not the kind of YouTuber or whatever who's going to degrade you for not staying for the entire stream or whatever, or giving me money or whatever. I'm not like that. We are here for chill vibes and just for, you know, anybody to come and hang out when they want to hang out. I appreciate any time that is spent here. How would Rigger react now if he learned that Vegeta was his brother? I think he would freak out, honestly. I mean, he's already messed up and he doesn't even know that Vegeta's his brother right now. So, I can only imagine if he was told that Vegeta was his brother, that it would, like, mess with him really, really bad. There we go. Make him like a... Give him like a martial arts master pose, like he just waylaid him. Because he did just like punch Dabura in the gut. Me. I need to have a picture of what Dabura... He probably would. He probably would beat the person who told him up out of rage. Wouldn't believe it. I couldn't blame him either. Who would want to believe that the guy who killed your mom is your brother? my thoughts on Dragon Ball Super versus GT. Like, what do you mean? Like, which do I think is better or something? Well, let me put it this way. I've said on numerous occasions that even now I feel like Dragon Ball Super is the weakest of all four main series. I feel that it relies far too much on nostalgia, and it's not doing enough of its own. It's not doing enough things to stand on its own to warrant it being like labeled the superior sequel series. My other issue with it lies in the fact that they keep doing all this stuff in this little 10-year time period, which I think very much hampers the potential of the series. I feel like if they had gone past, if they went past the end of Z, I would have fewer issues with Super, but my issues with it still stand. But that's not to say that Dragon Ball GT is far superior to it, because they are both very, very flawed products. You know, I just happen to like GT a little bit better because I just think it was a better show out of the two weakest shows. You know, I feel like the original Dragon Ball is the best of the original series. Dragon Ball Z is the second, GT is the third, and Super is the fourth. And I won't even count Super Dragon Ball Heroes because it's Butkus, and it always has been, always will be. But my main issue, it doesn't even, like, Goten and Trunks still looking like toddlers, even though they, like, Trunks at this point is the same age he was in the Android arc, in that Android movie. My issues are more, like I said, with their writing, their characterization. You know, my problems arise from technical aspects, much more so than, like, just nitpicks, because I have nitpicks for days on both products. I nitpick for days on both GT and Super. But like I said, my issues stem from the fact that hey, Nari, it's, you know, I have issues with, like, all the nostalgia baiting that they keep doing and stuff like that, where they're relying too much on moments from the past, you know, and the moments from the past were done better in those past versions than the versions that are done in Super. So of the two, just long answer short, I feel like GT is the superior one. You are free to disagree with me, but that's the way I feel. Hey, Ruby. That's another thing with it, Nero. Like, you'll notice, like, in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, all the arcs really fed into one another. There was cause and effect. I'm not disagreeing with you on that, Vulcan. I love the new Broly movie, and I loved Battle of Gods as movies. The series, though, the Dragon Ball Super as a series, though, I feel is just very flawed. But yeah, like all the stories like would feed into one another. All right, so like the first arc of Dragon Ball, the events of that arc directly lead into the next arc. You know, or like let's just go to Dragon Ball Z because more people have seen that. Raditz showing up immediately leads into Vegeta and Nappa showing up. What happened with Vegeta and Nappa directly leads to the heroes going dynamic and meeting Frieza. And then there's like the small time gap, and then Frieza coming to Earth in a way directly leads into the androids, who directly lead into Cell. Then there's that brief time gap, and like the only one that really doesn't feed into it is Boo, but that's because there's a time gap. You know, so, and like, it was also at that point that like Akira Toriyama was like just so burned out, and he was just he was basically throwing stuff at the wall. But yeah, there's like no overarching story. And it's like I said, like the whole Goku Black arc like really ticked me off, because that arc is like, it's arguably the best arc in Super. I mean, for most people, my best arc is the 9 weeks of peace for Super, but most people like the Goku Black arc. And that arc falls apart so freaking bad towards the end of it. It just starts stumbling downhill. But like, yeah, I mean, like Goku Black, that whole arc, especially like the ending. The ending just completely craps all over it. And it leads into nothing. It's followed up by nothing, and it's just a rehash of the Android arc. The Turles became a good guy. I don't have those on the docket for this week. Like, Goku Black has like one of the best villain introductions of all time. He's, you know, they actually did like the evil Goku trope like really decently, and then they just ruined it. All the time travel nonsense and stuff like that, man. I haven't seen a story lately with time travel that didn't just completely crap the bed. Yeah, Isabella, like the beginning of the Goku Black art is really good. It's a really good introduction. A great way to introduce a villain and everything, and you know, up into a certain point, it is the best arc of Super. But then, like, man, they as soon as they hit a hurdle, man, it just fell apart. Where does Dragon Ball Super Broly fit in the manga? In the Dragon Ball Super manga, you mean? Yeah, it fits right after the Tournament of Power and before Moro. In the manga, they actually show like the image of Broly fighting Goku and Vegeta. They don't cover that arc. Akira Toriyama already did that arc better, so they left it alone. They did the smart thing and left it alone instead of trying to rehash it. It's kind of like Resurrection F in that regard. Resurrection F they never covered in the manga, but they said that it happened. It's basically Magic Cell, yeah. Especially towards the end, like they went from it being like, you know, Magic Cell based like on concept to just like, let's make Moro look like Cell. Which really bummed me out because I loved the goat design of Moro because it was very, very unique. It made him stand out amongst the villains, but no, we had to go just generic looking Cell duplicate. I mean, he designed a couple. He like freely designed a couple of the Hakaishin, so like he created like their races. Like I think the clown Hakaishin, and the one that looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon. He designed those ones, and I think he designed the Barbarians. I think he designed those characters too. I'm not sure though. I know that like I talked about it a couple days ago. That Toyotaro has had an issue where he basically has like a 3-strike policy with Akira Toriyama. Toriyama will give him 3 chances to get a character design quote unquote right, and if he doesn't, then Toriyama basically takes over and does it himself. And Toyotaro said in an interview, you can always tell which designs he did versus the ones Toriyama did, because Toriyama's are like very, very distinct. And my issue was that as long as Toyotaro has been under Toriyama's wing, he should be better at imitating that kind of stuff, but he just hasn't. But no, basically, like I said, getting back to what would like the original impetus of the conversation. I feel like both GT and Super are flawed, but I feel like GT is less flawed. It's still not good. I just feel like it's a little bit better than Super. That's just my opinion. And you are free to disagree. I will not chastise you for it, but that is just my opinion. That I think GT is the better of the two. Well, he could never finish Dragon Ball AF because he got hired by Shueisha before he could finish it. Can I do a motorcycle with Dragon Ball? I mean, Toriyama designs motorcycles in Dragon Ball all the time. Vehicles and stuff have never been my strong suit. It is one of the few things that I've attempted to mimic from Toriyama, but I've never really gotten it. I absolutely hate designing like linear buildings and stuff. That's why a lot of my stuff takes place in like wilderness and wastelands and stuff, because that stuff is easier for me to draw. Alright, Marta, thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. The Dragon Ball Zero, is that the one with that has like Raditz as a kid and he meets like young Turles and stuff, and they insinuate that Turles is actually related to Raditz? Who shipped Bra and Broly? Wait, are you talking about like that one little scene? Like the whole like what would basically amount to like a minute of screen time that they share, where Bra goes to feed Broly, and Broly grabs her ankle, and then she shocks him into unconsciousness. I think that's other people shipping Bra and Broly. Alright. I sent both of those over to Masako. We gotta wait for him. As soon as I get a confirmation, we'll get started on finishing these. Well, thank you, Vulcan. Yeah, we actually... I shared it already. But I guess I can share it here just so you guys can see it. I did get started penciling in DB New Age number 9. This is the cover, the sketch cover that we got for it so far. The finished version will look a little bit different, but this is the version that basically what we'll be using. Okay, he says the Ginyu one's good, but we need to lose the hat on Krillin. And he wants Bulma as more of like a looming figure, so kind of like what I did with Ginyu. So what we will do for that is copy, cut, edit, paste. And we're gonna transform this, flip it. Do I know Mondo? Yeah, Mondo's a big supporter of the channel. He's been a supporter of mine for a while, actually. How are you to meet the article and how do you let it begin? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Isaac. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what you mean. All right, let's see how he likes this one. Again, these are just rough sketches, and we'll save all the details for later. Alrighty, we got approval on that one. We're ready to go. Man, how you meet... I'm guessing you're trying to say, how did I meet Masako before YouTube? I've known Masako for years. Do I know Team 4-Star? Yeah. Matter of fact, at the last Yumicon that I was at, I did not have a booth at the time. And Team 4-Star was actually selling the art for the what do you call it? Poster that I designed for him, the dumpling poster. And or wait, no, that was the one before that. The Yumicon before my last Yumicon. I had a booth at that time, but I took a break from it to actually go over to the Team 4-Star booth because they were at that time selling the dumpling poster that I had. And I actually sat down with them, and I was sitting at their table, and I was actually signing stuff with them. And I talked to Kaiser and stuff all the time. And also, like, if you go back on their gaming channel, and you watch like their Pokemon Nuzlocke, the Nuzlocke Championship belt that Lanny Pator and them were carrying around was actually a present that I gave to them. I made that belt. And I've also I've done thumbnail art for Team 4-Star. All 3 of the episode 60 thumbnails. Actually all 4 of them, because I also did the one for the prologue or the epilogue. All of those ones were designed by me. I did the thumbnail art for the Plan to Eradicate Christmas. I did the thumbnail art for that. And I've done animation for that particular one, and for some parts of episode 60. But yeah, another bunch of guys I've known for quite a long time. Of the guys, though, the ones that I am basically friends with, I guess you could say, basically, whatever that particular terminology means. The ones that the 2 that I am most friendly with are Masako and Kaiser. Oh, the Swedish dub of DBZA? That's cool. Like, I know a handful of the people who've translated, like, Dragon Ball New Age to different languages. Yeah, I want to go back to Yumacon again, but man, like the last couple times I tried to get a table with them, they sold out like immediately, and I have slow internet. So, like, getting a table with them has been next to impossible the last few times I've tried to do it. Yeah, I wish I could do more with Team 4-Star, but I mean, as obvious, like my specialty lies in Dragon Ball content. So, like, with them, like, nixing DBZ abridged, my ability to, like, do stuff for them is kind of, like, hampered. But, you know, I already told Kaiser if he ever needs anything from me to just, you know, give me a holler. That poor guy is busy all the time. My interwebs are unscuzzled? What? Oh, yeah. From Friday? Yeah, I mentioned that earlier in the stream that on Friday my internet went out at like 10 o'clock in the morning and wasn't back on until 6 o'clock at night. And I had to get up early the next day, so I couldn't hop back on and stream. Like I also said earlier that, you know, I had debated on streaming today, but it had been 2 days without streaming, and, you know, the big thing is I got to try and get my watch hours up, and the longer I stay not streaming and putting out content, it's just, you know, the longer it's going to take me to get monetized, so... I'm also going to be looking into trying to... I'd like to see if I can make my moving model debut this week, but I got to look into what's going on with my webcam, because I still haven't gotten my webcam, and I also kind of got slowed down because I had to buy a new phone because I broke my previous one on accident. That night that I had really bad insomnia, the morning after I was walking, and I got a text message, and I looked at my phone, and I was so sleepy that when I tried to put it back into my pocket, I missed and dropped it on the ground and broke it. It's okay, Blue Mew. You'll get there. I'm not even, like, really fully awake. This Bang energy drink is, like, getting me through the day. I honestly, like, I kind of just wanted to sleep today because I am still, like, worn out from yesterday. But I figure I can at least get these thumbnails done. That way they're off the table, and I can go to bed kind of early tonight and get up tomorrow and have a nice fresh day. We'll, you know, we'll do some commission stuff work. I have to make sure I get the rest of Chapter 9 completely sketched out this week, because next week, Wednesday, the pages are, they need to be uploaded. So it's going to be a busy week. Off stream, I'm basically just going to have to be doing DB New Age the whole time. on a completely unrelated note, I want, like, Chinese food really bad. Like, I have had the most horrifying craving for Chinese food for, like, days. If I get out of here early enough, maybe I'll, like, go over to Panda Express or something. I still have, like, a gift card, and they actually have things I can eat. Aw, Isabella, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't like it when my viewers are sick. Well, I hope what I'm doing here can bring you a little bit of comfort and enjoyment. I'm glad that you like to watch me work. Well, that's what matters. If watching me work makes you feel a little bit better, then I will work. Isaac, I am afraid I still have no idea what you're saying. I apologize. But Dragon Ball New Age, like number 9, I'm guessing as long as I get like to work on it like when I should and I get it finished up, next Sunday we'll be doing more Dragon Ball New Age streams. It's just I have to get the pages and stuff all sketched out before I can do that. The Predator movie? Yeah, I've seen all the Predator. Well, not the Predator. I didn't watch the Predator. I've watched Predator and Predator 2 and Predators, but not the Predator. yeah, I can definitely tell after I get off this stream that it is, it will be, pretty close to bedtime when I get done. For sure. Because even after that energy drink, I am still very, very sleepy. Let's see. Yeah, I had a feeling that the Predator, that movie, The Predator, was gonna be bad. I've seen enough of it without actually watching it to know that it is not for me. So yeah, I have. It's Hollywood is not doing a lot to curry favor with me. I don't watch. I don't watch a whole lot of movies anymore. Modern Hollywood does not inspire very much confidence for me. Aw, thank you, Isabella. It's a very nice thing to say. I don't know if I capture it perfect, but I do my best. his tail too. Probably not, Isaac. I'm, like I said, honestly, like a bunch of like movie. There's not really a whole lot coming out or that I'm looking forward to in theaters. I don't watch movies that much anymore. It takes a lot to get me to go to the theater, believe me. Plus, like, all of the Predator, like, even, like, the Predators movie, I didn't even really like that one that much. So, like, watching another sequel to the Predators or the reboot or whatever it's supposed to be, not really interested in it. Yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home and the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness are like really the only two movies that like I'm halfway interested in seeing. I don't know exactly what to think about the Multiverse of Madness one because I'm apprehensive about that one because I've heard the test screen audiences have not liked it at all. Granted, in today's climate, you know what the test screen audiences like and dislike doesn't really mean a whole lot, but you can sometimes gauge the overall interest in a film or whatever by how the test screen audiences like it. And like I said, just the reactions I've heard from test screen audiences does not inspire confidence. Hi, Ryan. This is from the What If Raditz Went to Earth instead of Goku. I need a render of the Krillmeister so that I can get his skin color right. Ah, Kid Krillin, perfect. Well, yeah, I mean, he's already less of a coward in this version of the series. How many years have I been drawing mod? Very, very many. I've only been doing Dragon Ball art since like 2002-ish. But I've been drawing for much, much longer prior to that. Yeah, Dragon Ball has only been a recent preoccupation. But I have been drawing since I have been able to pick up a pencil, basically. When did I start drawing Rigger? Rigger was like the first, like one of the first characters that I ever like designed. But he was one of my first creations back in 2002. How old am I? Old. Old enough, that's what I'll say. I'm not old, but I'm old enough. I'm not old, but I'm old enough. about to say, Avast, you better not be trying to smart scan again. Well, Ryan, I never count my own manga as one of my favorites because that is very conceited, and I don't think that way. In no particular order, I like the Dragon Ball Xenoverse Zaberu Chronicles by Crimson, Dragon Ball Sai / Super Vegeta Den by Dragon Garo Lee, Toyotaro's Dragon Ball AF, Young Gigi's Dragon Ball AF, and then probably like Dragon Ball Kakume. Those are probably like my top 5, I would think. Yes, despite how edgy it is, I still like Kakume. Despite the edge and the flaws that that series has, I still do like it. Tablos didn't create, like, the original manga of Dragon Ball AF, but he created the Spirit Killer form, which is the form that everybody confuses with Super Saiyan 5 Goku. It was never Super Saiyan 5. It was a different... It's not even an alternate transformation. It's a power-up that his character Tablos would use. It stacked it on top of Super Saiyan 4. So it was never meant to be Super Saiyan 5, but everybody took it that way. And it since became, like, legend. And then Toyotaro, from what I understand, created Dragon Ball AF first, and then, like, you know, as a manga. And then Gigi came in and did a version of AF. Am I drawing with my hand or with a mouse? I'm drawing by hand. I have a touch display tablet. A $300 tablet that is made for artists. It was actually recommended by my animator friend, KU. And this tablet has been a lifesaver. I love this thing. If you had caught my streams a few years ago, though, you would have seen me drawing with pen and paper. Those were the streams where I was working myself, basically working 20 hours a day for 6 days a week, and I drove myself into a hiatus that took 2 years for me to get out of. Now see, like EX Apocalypto, the art was okay. I didn't like the story that much. As far as the art goes, it was okay. I was just not a fan of the story. I don't like the whole evil Goku trope. I think it's played out. Did I watch Aliens vs. Predator? Yeah, I actually own both Alien vs. Predator movies. Both of them are not very good, but I still have them. For a movie that's supposed to be like Alien vs. Predator, we got very little Alien vs. Predator. We got a whole lot of aliens eat humans or aliens impregnate humans, and like predators interact with humans, but we got precious little in terms of aliens and predators duking it out. And then the second movie is just like really, really bad. I don't like that movie at all. It's not. It is not a very good movie. But that's okay, because you can still like a movie and acknowledge that it's bad. What would I like to see in the DBS series in the future? Just go past the end of Z. Get out of this 10-year time period and go towards the end of Z so I can actually care about the series. Because once you do that, a lot of my complaints about Super will be rectified. I've explained this before, that you were expecting me to believe that all of this nonsense is happening in that little 10-year time period where the world is supposed to be at peace. Yeah, move past the end of Z and quit aping off of what came before. Start doing some new things. I remember going and seeing Alien vs. Predator in theaters. I went and saw it in theaters with my brother. And we both were just like, yeah, that was like not what we were expecting. Oh, that top 10 fan characters that people voted on and everybody accused me of, like, rigging the votes or whatever and putting my characters at first. That's why I no longer, like, do videos like that, Ryan. Because everybody accused me of making that video, like, you know, myself. But I even said at the beginning of that video that it was voted on by other people. But that's why, like, I don't ever put, like, my characters on my top 10 list, because I feel like that's very conceited. The wolf predator? I mean, it's like I said, you know, I mean, there's aspects of those movies that I like, but it's a lot like with Super. Coolness factor is not enough for me to give you a passing grade. The cool has to be justified. And Wolf might be a cool character, but the movie that he's in is just bad. And him being a cool character just does not save that movie. That's one of my biggest issues with Super, is that they do things simply because they will look cool, or they'll get like the cool gasp out of casual people. But I need deeper than that. I need more substance to my Flash. That's one of the main reasons why I don't like the old Broly, because the old Broly is all Flash and no substance. The Granola the Survivor arc so far? Man, I don't... My issue has been lately with Super, especially when it comes to the manga, is that the arcs really, like, they tend to start off, like, really thought out and pretty decent. But as they go on, it seems like Toyotaro loses his focus a lot. And he starts reverting to a lot of the bad habits that he has yet to drop. And the series, like, it seems to lose focus and devolve into more fan manga-y territory. Like, I felt like this whole, like, thing with Gas was almost like a bait and switch. Also, I really don't like how the Cerulean Dragon Balls never have a recharge period. There's only 2 of them, so they're already easier to find. and you can just use them as often as you can find them with no drawbacks, apparently, I think that's kind of butkus. No, I don't need to choke Toyotaro. Toyotaro gets way more hate than he deserves. I've said it before. I criticize him when it's needed. Like, I'll criticize him over his bad anatomy and reusing poses and his writing choices. But I mean, other people, like, I mean, I've seen people criticize him over clouds. And I think that's just a little, you're being a little too nasty in that regard. I will criticize him and critique him on things he deserves to be criticized and critiqued for. Yeah, I am not a fan of the Cerulean Dragon Balls at all. Like, even the Black Dragon Balls from DBNA, like, even they have a recharge period. And their recharge period is completely dependent on the wishes made with them. So yeah, they can have shorter recharge periods, but it all depends on how you used them. But, I mean, all that falls back into the whole thing, like a video that I wanted to do called The Death of Consequences, where I detailed how it seems like Dragon Ball Super goes out of its way to remove negative consequences from the things that used to have consequences just so that people can abuse the heck out of them, and I don't like that. I don't like the Potara not being permanent, that they just retconned it. Oh, well, for mortals it only lasts an hour. You know, that way they can just use Potara as often as they want, as much as they want. I don't like the idea that you can use the Room of Spirit and Time as much and as often as you want with absolutely no drawback. I don't like the idea of being able to use Dragon Balls as often as you want with absolutely no drawbacks. It removes the, what you might call the, their resonance. They become just like they just become standard plot items and MacGuffins rather than being something to be revered. The reverence of those things is diminished when you just make them abusable like that. As far as I'm aware, young Gigi doesn't have any problem with Toyotaro. In fact, I'm really hoping young Gigi gets this job with Shonen Jump so that maybe he can, maybe he can get put on a Dragon Ball project. Yeah, that's another like kind of thing that I really criticize about Super is that they really made like Goku has always not been bright, but GT I mean Super just kind of like takes his level of naivete and idiocy into uncharted levels. All right, got that one finished. And in the GT rewrite that I did for Dragon Ball New Age, the wish didn't turn Goku into a child. It's the wish is still dumb because I think that really fits with like the whole Pilaf gang and their character. But yeah, the wish that I used doesn't turn Goku into a child. But we got that first one done. Just give me a second. I want to run to the restroom and grab a drink, and I'll be right back, and we'll get started on this second one. Alrighty dighty, I'm back. Use the restroom, got me a water, ready to go. No, Isaac, actually I don't read, well, I mean, I don't read much of Western, American comics. I don't read American comics all that much anymore. I still read Western comics, just not ones by, like, Marvel and DC, besides, like, the odd. What do you mean, like, the, like, the odd back issue here and there? The last American comic that I bought that wasn't a back issue from an old series that I was trying to collect was the Harleen Black Label series by DC. That was the last American comic that I bought that was modern, and that was years ago. Goldo's your favorite? My favorite's probably Raccoon. I loved the fight between him and Vegeta. Goldo is certainly the most unique of the Ginyus. You know, because despite not having the power, the physical strength of his teammates, he's just as dangerous because he can stop time. orange bricks? I never owned any of them, so I can't really, like, speak on them. I used to own the dragon boxes, but, before I, like, started streaming and getting, like, any kind of real popularity, I was in a bad way financially. And I actually had to sell my entire Dragon Box collection. I had everything except the very last one. And I had to sell the entire Dragon Box collection just so I could pay my rent and make sure I still had a roof over my head. Have I seen Grimm? No, I'm afraid I have not. Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. And I sold them for, like, a really discounted price. Like, all of those... That whole box set, the way I had it, was over $1,000. And I sold them for just over $400. Just so that I could make sure my rent was paid. Yeah, the Dragon boxes are all crazy expensive. I think the first volume now is like $800 by itself. Matter of fact, let's just look it up. Let's just see what the first box set is going for right now. Bring it up and we'll take a quick look. Let's see. Dragon Ball Z Dragon Box Volume 1. Okay, not $800, but it's still really expensive. They're going for anywhere between 150, or actually no, that's Volume 5 is 150. I'm seeing like 175 to 250. Oh, there's one for... Oh, yeah, some of them are really expensive. Some Volume 1s are going for $644. The entire Volume 1 through 7 is now selling for $2,200. So, yeah, I sold 1 through 6 for $400 just so I could pay my rent. So, whoever got them... congratulations to you because you got him for a steal. I regret that decision, like, every day, but I had to do what I had to do. It was that or get kicked out of my apartment. I'm not counting on it anytime soon, Isabella, to be perfectly honest. Like I said, I've got so much other stuff that I need to spend money on rather than that, and I don't make nearly enough money, you know, and right now especially, to spend $2,200 on a new box set. I need to get a new computer, you know, I've got all kinds of stuff that I still have to pay for, you know, so at the rate that I'm going, it'll be years or never that I get a new Dragon box set. It's like I said, I make absolutely no money off of YouTube right now. You know, I make absolutely nothing off these videos because I'm not monetized and I don't have the watch hours to be monetized. So I mean, I've seen the Predator cross over with people before. I've seen like Predator cross over with Batman and Judge Dredd and other people. Like, it takes 4,000 watch hours to be monetized, and the most I've been able to accumulate, like, originally I thought it was just 4,000 cumulative watch hours, but it's 4,000 watch hours within a 28-day period. And the most I've been able to accumulate in a 28-day period was 768 hours. Well, I gotta have a P.O. box before anybody can P.O. box me anything, Blue Mew. I think that's one reason. Like, I can now understand why so many YouTube people were mad that, like, Brie Larson, without ever even posting a video, got monetized. You know, and then, like, you know, people like me and them, they have to, like, we have to go, you know, we have to go through all this rigmarole to get monetized, but Brie Larson hops on YouTube and is immediately monetized. That's not fair. Before that happens? Well, yeah, it's easier to buy a DVD box than an apartment, but Yeah, before that happens. But yeah, and before that happens, I mean, I guess so. I'm expecting that it, like, even when I do open my PO box, it'll probably like, knowing me, it'll probably be empty most of the time. Nobody's gonna want to send me anything. I'm just some dork on the internet. All right, Vulcan. I really appreciate you coming out, man. I honestly appreciate it. Everybody coming out and hanging out at the stream, no matter how much time they are able to do it. The Ginyus are just fun. I mean, you want to talk about like some peak Toriyama designed villains, it's the Ginyu Force for sure. Thank you, Isaac. Of all the things you'd think I would struggle on, the Majin M would not be the first one at the top of my list. line art's all done on these ones. Go ahead and start coloring them in. I could just imagine like this scene, like the way that I've drawn Goldo. Like he wallops Dabura in the gut and just does like the martial arts after he does it. I could see that happening. Like, hell yeah, I'm a badass now. Goldo's he's just got that face. He's like, yeah, you want a piece of me, devil guy? Let's rumble. Also, just now realizing that I did not open up a Captain Ginyu. I need Captain Ginyu's color palette. I don't have one in my renders. I usually keep a render of almost every character just so that when like I want to do like their colors that I can, I could just readily select them. Let me see if I have one in here. I know I have, like, ones of the Ginyu Force. Ah, here we go. This'll work. Got the Shintani smudgies. Yeah, we got Shintani style ones that'll work just fine. Star Wars The Clone Wars? Yeah, I liked that series a lot. The trilogy, not the sequel trilogy, not so much. But the Clone Wars, yeah. I think you'd kind of have to be crazy not to like the Clone Wars. he's got the same shoulder pauldron color as Goldo. Okay. That makes that a lot easier. Oop, wrong one. He's got black. Alright, got the flat colors done. You just got to do the shades and highlights, and this one will be ready. Did I miss? Let's try that. There we go. think those particular shades are good for Ginyu. Goldo and Dabura were basically just doing like top-down shading. As if the light source is like directly down. For Ginyu, it was kind of the opposite way. And what if Raditz went to Earth? If Raditz and Bulma had a kid, would that just be Trunks but with longer hair? That's a good question, Isabella. I don't know. That might be that's something you'd have to take up with Masako. I mean, I'm guessing I would think so. But like, trying to imagine, like, yeah, I think he would basically just be Trunks. His hairstyle might be different, kind of like how, like, in the What If Goku Married Bulma one, how, like, Gohan is kind of, sort of, basically Trunks. You know, he looks like Gohan, but he has, like, Trunks' hair color and stuff. I'm thinking maybe it'd be like a situation kind of like that. Like maybe it would, you know, maybe it just have like slightly longer hair, maybe like a different style. Maybe it wouldn't be as like stringy. Maybe it would be more spiky. Yeah, it might not even be Trunks at all. Oh, that actually, Isabella, you actually reminded me. I was going through some of Fenyo's artwork. I talk about Fenyo a lot, just because his artwork is just balls to the wall amazing. But he actually did some artwork of like if Raditz like stayed on Earth with Goku. Yeah, look at this one. Like if Raditz like stayed on Earth and like helped raise Gohan and stuff. Let me find. There's a couple of other ones. There's like one where Chi-Chi's like yelling at him. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. I know it's in here. I saved a couple of images, but like they're hidden amongst all of like my other stuff. I just have this folder of like all these random Dragon Ball images that I liked. They're like not saved in like a numerical order or anything, so finding a particular image sometimes can be kind of difficult. I should probably like divide all these things up into like different categories. Oh, here's one. Like, this is so cute. Just Raditz giving Goku, like, got Goku in a playful headlock and giving him a noogie. Ah, here it is. Here's the Raditz getting yelled at by Chi-Chi. Gohan's trying to study it, and Chi-Chi's like yelling at him. Raditz brought him a whole bunch of presents. Like I almost feel like this is like something that like would happen. Like this is like something that like was inspired for What If Raditz Turned Good. Just look at this. I love this image a lot. Like, I'm like half tempted to like re-ink this with like higher quality ink and color it because it's so good. Maybe like put Raditz in his like Earth clothing. But yeah, you bringing that up, it just reminded me of those images. Yeah, as if I don't talk about him enough and say it enough, Fenyu is the artist that we deserve to have on Dragon Ball Super. Oh yeah, if like Fenyo had been hired as the main artist for the Super manga, I don't think we would be having as many problems um, as a collective fandom as we do when we have to deal with what Toyotaro is doing. Like I said, I don't try to dog out Toyotaro. I don't drag him through the mud like other people do, but I do acknowledge that he might not have been the best choice to follow in the footsteps of Akira Toriyama. Like I've said before, I think like the only reason Toyotaro got in the position that he is because of the Dragon Ball AF manga. And largely, if it hadn't been for that, I don't think he'd be in the position he's in. Oh, I don't think so, Isabella. I I I appreciate the vote of confidence. I just don't think that I don't think I'm that caliber. But that is a very nice and wonderful thing for you to say, and I appreciate that. But I acknowledge that I too am a very faulty artist, and I don't think that I don't think they would have hired me if I had been able to apply for the position. Yes, Toyotaro's anatomy is funny in the way that you don't want to be funny. It is not ha ha funny, it is, oh my god, look at what the heck this is, what we have on this page, how did this make it past quality assurance funny. Yeah, kind of in that kind of position, laughing at him, not with him. Like, let me, I actually have, like, some comparisons. Hold on just a second. Because I brought this up in, like, my server a bunch of different times. There are some times where Toyotaro just, like, man, he nails it. My issue is that he fails it more than he nails it. Let me put it that way. Like, when he hits it, he hits it pretty hard. But when he misses, whoo boy does he miss. Do I still have... I might have deleted a bunch of them. Because I know I had, like, oh, here's one of them. Okay. So, this was a cover that was drawn by Toyotaro, and I highlighted how the character's anatomy is in this particular image. Like, look at how off all this is. Why is his arm all the way back here? Like, look at this posing. Like, Moro was okay, but, like, Goku and Vegeta, their anatomy is all over the place. So, like, I went over it and to show where I think their anatomy should be. So, this is where his anatomy is. This is where I said their anatomy should be. Like, that's his, that was mine. His, mine. His, mine. This thing where Toyotaro, like, he sticks their heads out, like, way too far. Their necks are almost mounted at the front of their chest instead of on the top of their body. I think I might have another one in here. I know I did a total redraw of a panel that he did. Let me see. I can find the redraw. Let me see if I can find the panel really quick. Just give me a mo. I'm trying to find it. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I had to narrow down my my search filter a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Alright. So, this was a panel from the Super manga. And it's not terrible, but it wasn't, like, all that, like, great either. So, like, not to take a shot at Toyotaro, but I decided to try my hand at redrawing this particular panel. So, this was Toyotaro's. This was mine. So, again, Toyotaro's, mine. Toyotaro's, mine. My issues were the angle of Moro's arm, this angle of his arm. Like, all of this just seems weird. His neck just seems too far out. And Goku's legs right here just seem too stumpy. And this whole, like, hunchback thing that he's got going on here. You'll notice that, like, you know, I tried to show that there's a little bit more to his chest than there was right here. I made his shins a little bit longer to, like, kind of equalize with his, the rest of his legs. I angled Moro's arm properly, and also, like, mangled his arm and put it at an angle where it's not, like, horrifyingly uncomfortable to try and get into that pose. The pose that he's in here is not what you would be in this particular situation. This is more closely to what you would be in the situation that he's in. In the angle and the position of his body, this is more what you would be in. So, like I said, this was Toyotaro's, this was my attempt at it. No, do not force me to draw Toyo next. Don't you dare. Oh my goodness, did I accidentally, like, color in all of Goldo's pants? I did. I accidentally colored in everything on him. That was not my intention. And I accidentally erased a bunch of the rest of his shading. Hold on. There we go. Mine had more feeling in it. Thank you. I don't know what it is with Toyotaro, you know? Sometimes I feel like he, like I said, I feel like he's been put in a position where he can't possibly hope to succeed. He's never going to, for a lot of people, he's never going to be the guy that replaces Akira Toriyama. He's just not. I feel like he can't, he's not hitting the right places, you know? He's not hitting it right. Maybe he'll get better, maybe I'll be proven wrong, but as, like, for right now, I just really don't feel like he's making it. This was another thing that I edited. So when I fixed this image, this guy's head, let me just highlight this really quick. So like the image that I have right here looks pretty good, but in this original image, this guy's head was all the way down here. His head was literally at his torso. Your body does not move like this. That's where his head was. What is that body? What is that? I put it up here where your head would be. Look at all of this space. His neck was literally right here. Hey JD, what's going on, man? And like, you know, I might not be like a perfect Dragon Ball artist. I'm like far from it. But like, man, at least I kind of have my fundamentals down. I worked hard to make sure that my anatomy wasn't like all over the place. Like here's actually, oh no. It failed to open. Why did you fail to open? Why won't you open? No, don't do that. It really was Blue Mew. It was like, I mean, his head is nowhere near where it should have been. Like, that was egregious and, like, terrible. Yeah, it doesn't want to open. I tried it again, it doesn't want to. It was just a redraw comparison from like 2002 to last year, I believe. And I think the thing that upsets me is like, I know Toyotaro can do better. I know he can. It's just, I feel like sometimes he refuses to apply himself. And I know he's working a grueling schedule. And he's under a lot of pressure, but still, come on, man. That's good, JD. The movie Prey? I'm not overly familiar with it. All right, Isabella, have a good night. I'll be finishing up here in a few minutes. Do I remember? I do not. I mean, I might have. It's been... You gotta understand, I do a lot of commissions, so, like, a lot of them bleed together. I'm pretty sure these ones are done, so I'm gonna send these over to Masako, see what he thinks of them. If we need to do any more changes, we'll do the changes. If not, we're just gonna finish up. Just give me a moment. Wait to get the approval from him. while I'm waiting, I can show you guys some stuff maybe you haven't seen before. I'm sure you guys are familiar with Masashi Kishimoto, the author of Naruto. There's a bunch of different manga artists who are overwhelmingly influenced by Dragon Ball, and a bunch of them actually drew some Dragon Ball tribute images. This is one by Masashi Kishimoto. So this is kind of what Dragon Ball would have looked like if the guy from Naruto had drawn it. And then we have one by Eiichiro Oda, the author of One Piece. And then Tite Kubo, the author of Bleach. Which, man, his Piccolo is raw. Did Masako get back to me? Not yet. Still waiting. All eyes waiting on him. Yeah, that Tao. Oh man, Mercenary Tao in Kubo style. Yeah, I probably won't be going to see it. Like I said, all the modern Predator movies have not been good, so not exactly enthused about those. Still hasn't gotten back to me. Give him a couple more minutes. I would normally do a little bit more work, but I just want to try and finish up so that I can try to get some sleep and be more energetic for tomorrow. Will this open? Ah, yes it will. This is an old version. It has since been redrawn by Crimson, but this is actually going to be basically the first page of History of Rigor, the finale chapter for part 1. I inked this one on my old tablet. I definitely will be re-inking it in with much better and much clearer inking, like with my current abilities and style. Ah, there we go. We got a message from him. We got the all clear. We're good to go. Alright, guys. Well, like I said, I just wanted to finish those up so that I could try to end the day a little early and get some sleep. And just be more energetic for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be back on regular commissions. I had started one, and we'll finish that one up tomorrow and get on. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces in the old queue besides a manga bundle, and then we can move on to the new queue. We really got to get that one done so that I can move on to the new queue. But I thank you guys all for coming out, keeping me company. I really do appreciate it. Any time you spend with me just means a lot. Before I get out of here, do a little bit of my shilling. If you guys really enjoy my artwork, you can check out the link in the lower left-hand part of the screen at my Ko-fi page. It's also in the description. You can get commissions from me there. You can make single one-time donations. And if you use the code TACOPAPA, T-A-K-O, PAPA, all one word, at checkout, you get 10% off of any of your commission orders till the end of this month. There's also a link to my bonfire store where you can get shirts and stuff designed by me. But now that we got that out of the way, if you guys don't have money to spend, I understand that. I know how hard it is for everybody. Just watching and subscribing means more to me than you could know. So again, I thank you guys so much for coming out. I am Malik Torihane. This has been the TEMPTacle Lounge, and I will see you guys again next time. Have a good one.